What's your best malicious compliance story with family? My mother-in-law's house wasn't a home. It was a museum where she was the only curator, and when we visited, we were the clumsy tourists. She had a list of house rules, a 3-page, handwritten document laminated and posted on the fridge. All shoes must be removed at the door and placed on the designated mat, laces tucked in. Coasters are mandatory for all beverages, including water. Sofa cushions must be fluffed immediately after rising. It was exhausting. Every visit was a tightrope walk over a pit of her disapproval. I hated it, but my husband begged me to just play along for the sake of peace. Then, she broke her hip. A nasty fall that required surgery and 6 weeks of recovery where she couldn't be alone, and her only option was to move in with us. My husband was worried, I was. Inspired, the day she arrived, I greeted her at the door with a warm smile and a familiar-looking laminated document. "I thought you'd be more comfortable if we followed your rules while you're here," I said sweetly. To make it feel more like home, her eyes narrowed, but she couldn't exactly object. The first morning, I woke her at precisely 6 a.m. "Rule 7, I chirped, pointing to the list I'd taped to her temporary bedroom door. "The day begins at sunrise to maximize productivity." When she shuffled into the kitchen, I handed her a perfectly measured bowl of oatmeal. "Rule 14, breakfast is a high-fiber, low-sugar meal only." She tried to ask for coffee, but I gently reminded her of Rule 19. Caffeinated beverages are an unnecessary vice. Every move she made, I was there, a cheerful enforcer of her own tyranny. When she left a book on the end table, I swooped in. Rule 22. All personal items must be returned to their designated storage location immediately after use. I made her watch as I fluffed the cushion she'd just been sitting on. I even enforced the dreaded Rule 31. All conversations in the common areas must be kept to a low, respectful volume to maintain household tranquility. I spoke to her in a stage whisper for 3 solid weeks. She was losing her mind. The meticulously organized world she had built to control others was now her own personal prison. She couldn't complain. I was just following her instructions to the letter. Her own words, weaponized against her. The breaking point was the laundry. Rule 11 stated, all garments must be hand-washed and line-dried to preserve fabric integrity. I spent an entire afternoon washing her clothes in our kitchen sink, then hung them on a clothesline I'd strung across the living room. She sat on the couch, surrounded by her own damp undergarments, her face a thundercloud of helpless rage. That evening, she called her sister and begged her to come get her. She claimed my house had an oppressive atmosphere. She was gone in less than an hour, 3 weeks ahead of schedule. Before she left, I handed her a small gift bag. Inside was a framed, cross-stitched copy of her house rules. She left it on the entryway table.